Hello Sagittarius, this is Liz, the Light Siren, back for your April 2020 reading. I understand right now that everyone's kind of having different experiences due to the whole virus thing. You may be in a state that's in shelter in place, maybe self-isolating in quarantine, or you may be going about business as usual. Wherever you're at, just apply this reading to how it resonates to you. Also, I always ask that these messages come through for the people who need it most. So if these messages do not resonate to you, please leave them for someone else and try again next month. Or check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign placement readings because that can give you a better picture, and maybe messages are being sent to you through your moon sign or something like that. So just something to keep in mind. Also, I'm doing pay what you can readings, private readings for the month of April. You can email me at thelightsirens333@gmail.com. and schedule something with me. That information plus a link to figure out your natal chart if you don't know it is going to be in the description box below, so definitely check that out. Alright, let's get into it, Sagittarians, Archers, expansive Jupiter individuals. Alright. Om Namah Shivaya, Ganesha Datura, Woodbetney, your own source, ancestors, angels, and ascended masters, please be with me to give advice and guide the collective sign of Sagittarius for the month of April 2020. Please and thank you. Sag, I feel like you're like vibing per usual. Like you're just like vibing through all this chaos, and you may miss being out and about, but at the same time, it feels like you guys are in a pretty good space. So let's see what's going on with you guys. I'm going to pull one major arcana for your overall energy, and then I'll get into love and career after that. So one card for Sagittarius's overall energy, please. My sassy Sagittarians. Justice. You may also have Libra in your chart. If not, this is you balancing things out in your life, seeking justice, seeking what speaks to you on a very deep, authentic level, and creating authenticity and balance in your life. This is also about you seeking relationships that are authentic to you and possibly opening up more to the idea of partnership. I feel like at this time, Sagittarius, you're getting an experience of, I mean, everyone is, like, collectively we're experiencing this sacred pause, right? And you're using this opportunity, or you're being called to use this opportunity to balance out your life. See where there has been chaos in your life that is reflected by the outer chaos in the world. Where have you been chaotic? Where can you balance? What relationships need balancing or more communication to balance the energies and understand where you guys are at? That kind of thing. Are you extending yourself too much? The Fool popped out as I was talking. I'm going to take this as a second external energy. This is, this next phase for humanity is a brand new path, but I feel like for you guys, it's definitely in terms of relationships, and this can extend to work relationships, friendships, love, partnerships, sexual partners, familial relationships, but you're being asked to balance the energies and create a new, or not create, but go in a new direction with your relationships. But also just go in a new direction in general with your overall energy that's being balanced out. So I'm really curious to see what this is for you guys. So can I get 3 cards for love, please, for our Sages? Thank you. 3 cards for love. Three cards for love, please and thank you. Yeah, love's looking a little slow. The cards aren't wanting to jump out. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. It takes time. I'm hearing shuffle. Okay, interesting. I will shuffle. and cut. All right. 3 cards, please, and thank you for love for Sagittarius. All right. What about career? Can we get career cards first, please? We'll go back to love. See, those cards came out much easier. All right. So now, can we try to get 3 cards for love, please and thank you? That's interesting. That's never happened before. It was like, do career first. I don't know. I just listen to my guides. They tell me what to do, you know? I saw that card when I shuffled. Interesting. If I'm remembering correctly, I feel like last month, the love reading for you guys was like about you opening up to the idea of love. And I'm feeling like you're still feeling a little, possibly uncomfortable in that space. So let's look at this, shall we? Yeah, 9 of Swords. This is the card I saw when I was asked to shuffle and cut the deck. So this is you possibly worrying about a relationship, worrying about a love interest, or just worrying about your friends, your family, your loved ones. Something keeping you up at night, giving you anxiety dealing with relationships. And perhaps this is why this Justice card is here, because you're needing to balance out your energies because you're thinking too much about it, okay? Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, or you could have a lot of earth in your chart. If not, it doesn't matter. This is just you wanting to take action towards a person that you want to create some kind of stability with, some kind of deeper, more solidified connection. And perhaps you're worrying because of this virus situation, like if you're self-isolating and they are too, and you can't see them, this may be creating a bit of anxiety for you because you really want to move towards this person. I know, Sagittarius, you can be a little anxious, and you're like, okay, when can I get moving? When can I go see them? When can I make this work? When can we do this? Blah, 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 blah. And just thinking about the action so much, and it's overwhelming you. So let's see what this last card is. The Star. Yeah. You believe that this person can bring you, this is a wish fulfillment. This is like the person of your dreams. And you're wondering if you can go in a new direction with this person, if this is going to last through this self-isolation period, if you can't see them, if it's long distance, because I feel like you are feeling impatient and you want to take action because you're worried it's not going to be there when all this is over. I'm going to ask that. Can Sagittarius, is this really the relationship, the person of their dreams, or is this something that they are convincing themselves of? Did this just pop out? Whoa, I didn't even see that. It just like appeared. Yeah, so this person, this is also about your connection to the world, okay? So Sagittarius, you're being asked to expand and balance your energies and go in a new direction that you haven't really been in a while. And it seems like you're obsessing about this one person you want to move towards, but you actually should be thinking about your place within the world, within the collective. How are you expanding to support your community, to support all of the people around you? And it could also be that the energy in the world right now is creating a lot of inner friction, a lot of mental cycling and anxiety, and you're feeling, like I said, that chaos within you is a direct, remember, Libra, it's the scales, it's a balance, but it's also similar to Gemini, like a mirror, right? But within relationships. So how is the chaos in the world reflected in the chaos within you and in the chaos relating to relationships and people in your life? is there someone around you, possibly an Aquarius or an earth sign, who you want to stay connected with, but you're worried that you're going to lose them for whatever reason, but you're being called to access your place within the collective. This is Aquarian energy, and this is the world, okay? We're entering this. The world also represents Saturn. And Saturn, it went into Aquarius, and it's going to go back into Capricorn, but we're going to have Saturn in Aquarius for the next few years, starting after December 17th, I think. So Sagittarius, you're being called to use your expansion to balance out your energies so that you can take part in the collective, and your wishes will be fulfilled. You're dipping into your true dreams, your true hopes and desires, something that is very authentic to you, and you're worried that this person's not going to come with you on this journey, but the fact is that you're being called to the collective. And I feel like Saturn in Aquarius is going to be very relieving for you. I feel like this is going to bring the best out of you. And I also feel like with this Knight of Pentacles that you are wanting to move a little too fast. So again, that impatience. But you're being asked to go in a new direction and balance yourself out. And that's something that you're not necessarily used to. So again, thinking about your place in the collective and what you can offer your community will help you kind of chill out about this specific person. Like, you have to kind of let the concept of this person go. You need to balance it out, right? So you can reach out to this person and be like, hey, I care about you, let me know if you need anything, and like contact me if you want to talk. But balance out that energy so you're making sure that you're giving time to, all of your relationships and not just one. We're trying to balance it out. So checking up on your friends, checking up on your family, also checking in on yourself, right? And doing the meditation stuff that's needed to understand if this relationship is actually for you, if this relationship is something that you want to take into this new world with you that's going on, right? We're entering a new karmic cycle. The karmic cycle ended on the Virgo new moon and began on the Aries full moon. So you're trying to figure out right now which relationships are going to stand the test of time and which ones are which relationships you're going to take with you in this new cycle, okay? So for career, 4 of Cups. This is also wish fulfillment. This is the universe bringing you this cup. In regards to career, this is something that's very fulfilling, something you've been waiting for, something that you've been thinking about, feeling coming, like on the precipice of it. And all you need to do really is look up and see it's there. So it's kind of like you're in an incubation phase, right? So you're incubating, you're going in this new direction, you're balancing out your energies and getting ready to take this cup. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, like I said, this energy is coming through. There's something new coming through. We have the Fool. Something new is coming through. But you have a bit of balancing to do before you can really take this on. And also with this World card, I feel like this does have to do with everything that's going on in the world. The world itself needs to balance out a bit more. Justice needs to be served before this can come through. Because whatever this thing is, I feel is very public. Like, this is a very public thing that might entail you being there in person. And if it's not safe to do so, then it's going to have to wait. Wow. This happened for another reading. I didn't even know there were 2 Ace of Wands in this deck. And this happened in another reading. Another sign, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Gemini. But they got both of these too. So this also could equal the 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands in reverse entails you not knowing which direction to go in because the directions aren't even clear yet, right? So these wands, they're gonna be upright soon. Let me ask about timing. When can we expect a shift for Sagittarius? When is the energy going to be right? Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my D20. LOL, I play D&D. Yeah, it's cool. I'm going to use this I use this sometimes for numerology. I've never used this in a collective reading on YouTube yet, so this is interesting. This is a first. You're seeing it first right here, right now. 18. 1, 8 is 9. Wow, okay, so could be, let me ask. Is this going to be September? Wow, yes. Okay, so September, 8 and 1 equals 9. That's the month of September. So for you guys around September, you're going to see this energy. This is going to flip. These wands are going to come in. This action's going to take place. This cup is going to be in your hand, and you're going to be good to go. So until then, really, I mean, this is until September, and especially because this is an April reading, the month of April is all about you getting out of your head and dropping into your intuition, okay? But not just your intuition, but your higher self, the part of you that gives you your dreams, your desires, your hopes. You know, this energy of being ready to fearlessly walk in a new direction at any moment, right? Having the courage to go on a journey without knowing where it's going to take you. Can I get more guidance for Sagittarius, please? Yeah, it really feels like, honestly, this love stuff, I'm trying to relate it to a relationship, but it honestly just feels like this is your relationship with the world right now. Like you were ready to take action, you had this coin in your hand, like you were about to like drop some money maybe on like a project, or maybe you just felt really ready to start something, and then like the world stopped and it just like created so much mental disruption. You're just like, I don't even know what to do from now. I thought this was my dream. I thought my dreams were coming true. I thought everything was happening for me, and then bam, the world spiraled into chaos, and now it's like it's being reflected in your mind, and I think you're handling it pretty well, because this Knight of Pentacles, although the knights move quickly, this Pentacle energy is more grounded. And this is Virgo energy, so more analytical, but grounded. So I mean, your fears, your thoughts are valid, but I would try to ground them a bit more and understand that the chaos you're seeing within is just a reflection of outer chaos. And if you can find a way to ease your mind and find some peace, that will help the collective find peace. And just know that come September, everything's going to change for you. Everything's going to change for you. I mean, you get 2 wands in September and a cup from the universe. That's great, y'all. Your life, you're entering a new path, a new cycle, along with the collective. And it's going to be, you know, this is all happening for us to evolve and to create the reality that is much more suited to us and more authentic. Is there any more guidance for my Sagittarians at this time? Eight of Cups in reverse. You guys, yeah, you definitely were disappointed by something. You thought something was going to follow through and you had to leave the situation behind, but I feel like it wasn't your choice. It's because of the situation happening with the world. Again, I'm feeling like you guys were doing something public, something that was very close to you. That it was like you thought it was a wish fulfillment, and it didn't follow through because of everything that's happening. It's kind of put on hold. But the good thing about this is that you're going to be able to kind of rest and re-up your energy. So when you go into September and this shit's ready to pop off, you're going to be so ready to do it, because you will have left these difficult emotions, difficult thoughts behind. King of Wands. This is very Leo energy, fiery energy, so it can also be related to you, Sagittarius. But the King of Wands has the courage to have a healthy ego, but also not allow their ego to overextend themselves. So this is you recognizing with dignity that things didn't work out the way you planned, and that you don't want to sit in a space of blaming anything. You just want to know it, like basically just accepting reality and having the courage to keep moving forward and understand that your path is laid ahead of you and it's spiritually guided. And you're being asked at this time to balance things out and create justice in your life in other ways, so that when you move into this space come September, you're going to be ready and you're going to have the confidence and the willpower to move forward. Yeah, there's a lot of new energy that's going to come through for you come September. And also, interestingly enough, yeah, like on the way, ooh, I feel like Leo season 2 is going to be a powerful time for you guys. Yeah, and then we have the Hanged Man. And is this supposed to be reversed, yes or no? It doesn't matter. No. Okay. So this is you having to let go at this time. This is very much so collective energy. We're all being forced to let go, but I think this is the thing that's going to allow you to feel balanced and centered. And again, within your relationships, I do feel like for some of you, there's some kind of relationship in your life that is causing you a lot of distress and anxiety, but you need to realize that it's not in your control. And you can do anything you can to like be there for them, but you can't control the situation. So you need to let go of it a little bit because it's honestly not your responsibility. You can be there for your friends, your family, your loved ones, but you can't control the outcome and you can't control them. So that's what this balance is for you, especially if you have Libra in your chart. It's about recognizing that you can put forth energy to this person and you can try to help them, but at the end of the day, there's a balance to it. They have to help themselves, okay? So you're being asked to let go because the situation right now is unpredictable and there is chaos, and you have to not allow the chaos to become yours. Especially if it's coming from other people in your life, you can't take that on as your own problem because that becomes codependent and then you hurt yourself in the process. Is this card meant to be here? Yes or no? Yes. This card? No. This card? Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's time for you to end something involving a lot of inner conflict dealing with energy coming from all directions. So again, this is that external chaos that is affecting your internal world. And I feel like this is something that may be a pattern for you, Sagittarius, of allowing outer chaos to influence you in a way that it makes you feel very impulsive. It makes you feel like you want to be spontaneous and impulsive in a negative way, like just to, like, because you feel this external chaos, it kind of disrupts your own energy and it creates inner chaos, and then you're like, oh, I just need to like run away, or I need to do this crazy thing to make myself feel better because I have all this adrenaline pumping. This Death card is here because you need to stop doing that, basically. Like, you need to learn how to balance that shit out because that's not going to help you. Like, you have this very important thing coming through come September. Like, you're about to be the King of Wands, and where you're going, you can't bring this with you. Because whatever this project is, there could be a lot of this going on. A lot of different opinions, a lot of different energies, a lot of different creative energy coming through. It might have to deal with like different individuals. Maybe you're going to be working with different artists, a collective, and any chaos that is within the group, you can't let that affect you and how you work, right? You need to be more balanced, more stable, more understanding that you don't have to take everything on as your own problem. You need to be able to have a healthy ego, an ego that allows you to be confident, but also allows you to understand your own self-worth and that you can be there for others, but you also need to be there for yourself equally. So you're like this, whatever's going on in the world right now is teaching you a really valuable lesson, and it's going to allow you to be very successful in whatever this next project, this new path is for you. Is this supposed to be here, yes or no? No. This one? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling. 9 of Wands, you need to create a boundary because you are, like I said, September's going to come quicker than you think. You're almost reaching a precipice in your life of complete creative, energetic passion, fulfillment in that aspect. this project that you are about to go on is going to be very successful. So you need to create these boundaries now and understand that where you're at, yes, you're content, but that last wand that you're going to add to this to create the 10 of Wands is your own ability to create boundaries and understand the importance of standing up for yourself and fighting for yourself as well as others. So again, creating a balance. Any more guidance for Sagittarius at this time? Is this supposed to be reversed, yes or no? No, doesn't matter. Okay. So 7 of Swords. This could be you waiting for communication from someone, or this is you thinking that you can get away with kind of the same thought patterns that you've been dealing with. So this 9 of Swords energy, like thinking that, you know, like just going about business as usual in regards to your thought processes, but you really need to reflect on this card, okay? This is you either waiting for communication or just hanging out in your thoughts, right? Just kind of swirling around in your own thoughts. Taking your thoughts with you wherever you go. It's not necessarily conducive to you at this time, okay? But also you may be waiting on communication. And it may be from this person that you're very concerned about and worried about. But, you know, again, if you're just waiting around thinking about this person, this thing, and you're not like focusing on anything else, or if it's disrupting your thought process and you can't concentrate because you're just thinking about this person all the time, like, you know, that's not necessarily going to help you get to where you need to go or enter this new project, this next phase of your life in a productive way. Any other words, advice for Sagittarius, please and thank you? No, okay. So yeah, Sagittarius April for you guys is going to be all about relaxing, I think. Doing some meditation and observing your thoughts, letting some thoughts go, understanding that the outer chaos does not need to be you don't need to attach to it as inner chaos, okay? And just kind of slowing down a little bit. Use this sacred pause to reflect and balance, okay? So we're trying to find more stability because you are going to need that stability. This is a practice of stability, I think, for this month. You're practicing stability, and you will be practicing stability up until September when you're really going to be called forward to be a leader. Okay? And you need to be able to be stable and know and balance it out, okay? Because Sagittarius, like, you're good at being exciting and spontaneous and expansive and taking chances when you need to, but there's a balance to it, right? So that's what I have for you. I hope it was helpful for some of you. And again, if you want a private reading, I'm doing Pay What You Can readings this month, so check out the description box and hit me up. If not, I'll see you next month. Peace and love.